Okay, I'm gonna show you what happens when one guy sees you going into the web. And save up for this big bag. This is the best thing you can use with your money. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the best possible start for Craft of Survival Immortal. The first thing you need to keep in mind when you're playing this game is how you create your characters. There's no difference between gender, but there is a difference between the different races. So if you click, this is human. Human's kind of the most well-rounded of them. And then if you switch to Dark Elf, you'll notice that the intelligence and the dexterity and the charisma go up, which I don't know why charisma goes up. That's not traditional Dungeons and Dragons, but whatever, it goes up. Normally the Dark Elves are hated and they have really low charisma, but in this game it's different. And so anyways, but you'll notice that it's got low strength, low wisdom. They're really a more of a ranger type class. You're going to do better with bows and stuff like that, but you're going to be kind of weak. And then the orcs are the ultimate with strength and stamina. They got lots of hit points, lots of damage. And then you've got the high elves, which are good at magic with wisdom and intelligence. They actually have some decent charisma and dexterity as well. Here's what you need to know about these. The orc is going to be the best one for you if you want to go with just, the PvE aspect of the game, okay? The melee weapons are going to be the easiest to craft. They're going to be the easiest to find. They're the easiest, okay? Using spells is going to be something for maybe PvP. You can use it in PvE, but it's not going to be your most effective. So if you want to just be the most effective, you want to have the biggest advantage in this game, you're going to want to go with the orc because it's going to give you the best strength, best stamina. That being said, if you're, don't like orcs and you want to be human because you're human, all that stuff, that actually makes sense. You do what you want to do in the game, but you can actually, these stats, you can custom make them the way you want to make them. So even though the orc starts out with more strength and stamina, it's actually not that big of a deal in the long run because you're going to get lots of these points. You're going to be able to build your character out. You could be a dark elf that's way stronger than an orc if you just put your stats where they should go. That being said, it is very important that if you are going to go best PvE, like if you want to be the most efficient in this game, you need to choose the barbarian passive skill, okay? It gives you more physical damage output, and in these games, you need more damage, okay? You want your sneak attacks to do more damage. You want every strike to do more damage because that also means they do less damage to you. It's different than other games. You don't want Knight, which gives you more health. If you're doing PvP, maybe, but PvP is actually technically not in the game right now. The game just released today and the arena is not in there, but the devs did say that the arena is going to be released within the first few updates. We'll see if they are honest about that, but if it is, then you might want to start preparing for that. If that's the case, then there are a few other options that you'll want. But again, if you're going PvE, if you just want to do well in this game, you want to succeed at the storyline, you want to just kind of be able to complete all the stuff, you are going to want the barbarian, okay? Health in this game is often they're doing more damage than you can heal. And so in PvE, it's not great to have more health. If it said heal more, then maybe it would be good in PvE. But in PvP, it's still worth it because you can take more hits in a quick PvP battle. But in PvE, having more health doesn't really help you, okay? You're going to barely notice it. Whereas if you do more damage, you're going to notice it a lot. And you want to do that in physical damage so you can get better sneak attacks. It's going to make a big difference. If you're going for PvP, then these other options are good. Magic damage, if you go high elf with Conjure, you're going to be able to do a lot of extra damage if you work on that magic, and that's going to be burst damage, which in PvP, burst damage is really good because they throw them off, you get that kill you need, you're going to be able to just, land lots of kills. That's going to be great in PvP, but in PvE, it's not worth it. I promise you guys, don't do it. And then the Stoic is also good for PvP because you're reducing those negative effects, but it's not going to be nearly as good in the PvE context. So in this situation, I'm going to choose an orc, and I'm going to choose this skin because I think it looks cool. And then I'm going to choose the barbarian skill, and I'm going to go ahead and hit create. Okay, the game has a great storyline, but we are going to go ahead and skip that because I've already seen it. If you guys want to know more about the storyline, make sure to go check out my other videos that talk about the storyline. I have a whole series where I play through and I read through the storyline in the most dynamic voice I can. If you want to just experience the storyline, go for it. Unfortunately, you guys are not going to get this reward. I am sorry for showing this to you. That is a benefit that I got for playing in the closed beta. Sorry about that. So we're going to go in here. This first part, you're just going to want to blow through it, right? Oh, actually, no. This is really important. Come in here, take off this gear, okay? You can use the sword, but don't put on the gear because that gear is actually really good. Actually, I'll show you why that gear is so good. Okay, so let's go to armor real quick. So you can see here, eventually you'll be able to craft some exile hoods. You go to the hunter's hat. You'll go to the scout. You know, goes. Look where mercenary gear is. This is the gear you just got for free. You can't build it again until level 50. Save that gear. You're going to need that gear for better stuff, so don't use it, okay? Sneak up to the monster, kill him, and just to let you know, you want to dodge those skills, but I knew I was going to be able to kill him before. Bulwark of Honor. Oh my gosh, this is a good shield. Don't use it. Don't use it. You want to go ahead and take what you can, but a lot of the stuff isn't that important. Laboratory journal. Go ahead and on these journals, go ahead and just read them real quick. And that way they get saved into your journal area and they're not taking up room in your inventory. Okay, then when you get out here, you are now out of the castle. All right, can kill those wolves. There we go. And so at this point, they're gonna get you to do a lot of quests. And they're just trying to teach you how to play the game. Go ahead and do it. Pay attention to it. It's you know, it's worthwhile. But they're going to teach you how to craft something like this. They're going to teach you how to do some really basic things. If you don't like doing this stuff, you like kind of figuring that on yourself, do what I'm doing right now where you literally just click wherever it's highlighted. Then once you exit out of the game, you get back in, every day you're going to get some rewards. These gems are worth a ton. They're like basically the real currency in the game. You're going to get them for free. Make sure to take them. And honestly, this game really rewards you. If you just keep logging in every day, you're going to get some really awesome. The veteran sword's really good. Look at this, 100 gems, 100 gems. So the best way to get, if you're a free-to-play player, the best way for you to succeed in this game is just to log in every day. Even if all you do is collect this, it's going to go into your vault. And no one can take this from you, okay? All of this stuff is yours forever. No one can steal it. You can't lose it in a zone. You can actually have access to it wherever you want to be. And then you can get some free stuff here by watching a clip. Though I'm pretty sure they're not actually giving orichalcum pickaxes. This is just their way of kind of telling you what could happen. Okay. Now here's one thing that's important. I have 4 points. Basically, your physical strength is king early on, okay? You're not going to fight something that's going to overwhelm your health very quickly. Now, it is a little bit nice every once in a while to put something in dexterity because dexterity increases that crit rate, which, you know, that's helpful, but mostly you're going to want to do strength, okay? Also, it is important to note that if you are going, obviously, if you're going more of a PvP style, you're gonna have to watch a different video. This video is to help mostly PvEers, but stamina and intelligence and wisdom are really just for PvP. That being said, charisma does help your ability to buy things for a lot less, and this game has a lot of NPCs that can make a big difference as far as buying things. It can save you a lot of resources and money to have high charisma. So on this character, I'm not going high charisma, but if you're a PvE player, then keep in mind that charisma is actually pretty amazing. Obviously, you see here that you join on Facebook, you can get those extra 50. If you go to the Discord, all right, go here. Okay, I was already part of both of those, so I just went ahead and clicked them. And then you can go over here and you've got your books. You got your barbarian maxed out, which they just wanted to tell you that it was maxed out. And then you've got these different quests. Okay, these quests are important. Personal sample item. This goes into the storyline later on. All right, so I'm just tapping through here. Now you do want to keep in mind when you're building your base that it can get really out of control really quickly. All right, wolves. So even though you can kind of build wherever you want, you do want to kind of have some kind of order to it. And generally you want to build stone, not enough space. All right, I'm going to put this on, but hopefully I'm not going to fight anything. All right. Oh, this is important. So they're teaching you to do something, but you might miss it. Sometimes you're doing a tutorial and you realize that you didn't really pay attention. You don't really know what to do. So click on the castle. This is something I love about Craft of Survival. You're over here and you need to you don't want to go over to your fireplace, right? It's, you don't know where you put it, or it's not, you're on the other side of your base area. In Craft of Survival, you just click this castle and you have access to all of your workbenches. It's a really cool thing. So you go over here. And in addition to that, instead of just going and putting the mushrooms here, which I could do, you can actually click and just get the recipe going. I actually would like to get some wood. I don't want to use my 13 gems. So I'm going to go ahead and get some wood. Let's see if we can avoid the annoying part of this. So it looks like there was some wood in there maybe, because it's still cooking. And normally it couldn't. But I would not recommend using your gems. Those gems are going to become very important later on. You don't want to use them just to speed things. I mean, just wait the 40 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to go ahead and talk to her. Yep. All right, let's go for it. Okay, this is good. So we're now at a place. I'm going to go ahead and go to our storage facilities, these right here. And I'm going to put this stuff away. You do not want to take these things. These things are valuable, okay? Put them in your storage. You will use them for later. This ring's not valuable. You can use the ring. But all of this, and the makeshift sword is not valuable, honestly. It's just all of the mercenary gear and this shield are good, okay? So you don't want to lose that stuff. I'm telling you guys, don't use your mercenary gear. It is going to make things sad for you. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Now, here's one thing you need to understand about Craft of Survival or any of these games. They're energy based. You've got to go and you've got to spend energy to get to those places. You want to always have that energy bar there at the top. You always want to have that below 100 if you're playing, okay? You may be like, oh, I could wait 10 minutes to walk over to that place. No. If you're at 100, you aren't gaining any energy. So go ahead and run, play, and the whole time I'm going to be in this zone, I'm now gaining energy, okay? So you want to run when you can, but you do want to save your energy because things are going to pop up that you need to get, like, you need to spend 37 energy to go get to. It's going to be very important to have that energy in the right time. So you don't want to just waste energy, but you don't also want to just let it sit at 100 and not get any benefit. So, all right, we're going in. This is what I call the green zone because I've been playing Last Day on Earth and Frostborn and all of these games for so long. And the green zone, I don't know what their requirement is for us, but I'm just going to click on auto. The green zone is easy in theory, but it's the Craft of Survival isn't super easy. So you want to sneak up on people. That, you know, obviously saves durability. It saves health. You don't have to spend as much food. And, but you're not going to be able to clear out this whole green zone unless you are wasting weapons. So don't do it. Now, one thing I love, and so many people love this about Craft of Survival, is that if you sneak up on someone, you can just keep doing it. So if you have a makeshift sword, come sneak up on these guys, and I was actually able to one-shot all of these guys with a sword. Okay, this is not a real player. It's a bot. Don't worry. But there we go. Exile stuff. That's good. Okay. Exile stuff is not that good. I don't mind losing the durability on it. I'm going to be able to craft my own exile stuff not that long from now, so it's not that big of a deal. But you want to look on the minimap. You want to see where people are hiding, where people are pointed, and you want to be able to sneak up on them. And it can be tricky sometimes, like these situations. In Craft of Survival, mobs are attached to each other. If one of them sees you, all of them see you. And so that really sucks. Now, if I hit this guy and I don't kill him, then everyone attacks me. But in this case, my sword's strong enough. And here's another benefit. Because I'm strong, because I made my character, you know, I've got that 10 strength, now 11 strength, I'm doing more damage than you might. So if you're coming over here, you're using the same makeshift sword, and you're like, why is everyone seeing me and attacking me? It's because you're not one-shotting these guys. And if you don't one-shot them, then you aren't going to be able to do what I'm doing. Okay, the first time I made a character, if you watch my free-to-play solo series, the first time I made a character in this game, I used a mage because it was new and it was exciting. Oh, I can't get past this guy. And I regretted it because then I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. I was at a disadvantage every zone, and they didn't actually add PvP to the game, so it was not really worth. But if you do this, okay, I'm going to show you what happens if you got, I don't think I can one-shot this guy. No, I can, never mind. I'm telling you guys, having good strength and then that barbarian trait is a game changer. I didn't have that on my last game, so I'm one-shotting guys. Honestly, if I get a little bit more strength, I could probably do this with a club, which would make doing the green zone so easy. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier than what it was when I was playing this game last time. If you guys have not seen that video or that series, it's fun. I mean, honestly, if you want to see this game from the beginning, I've been playing from the beginning. And let's see if I can sneak past these guys. If you get caught, then all of them see you and all of them run at you at the same time. Now, luckily in this game, you can luckily, one of the things that I like about this game is it's not targeting. You can do damage based on an area. And that is really nice. Oh, he didn't see me. This is awesome. So look at this. I'm literally just sneaking up on every person. This whole map. It is extremely efficient. Now I can't sneak up on that guy. But if one, okay, I'm going to show you what happens when one guy sees you, okay? Sneaking up. They see me. Look at that. All of them attack me. Now, I'm really strong because I'm an orc and I put all my skills into strength like that. And so it was still very easy. This may pay, I may pay for this later if I want to be a magic person in the arena, but if you want to be good at this game, you really want to make sure. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? So you want to also dodge those skills. man, this is so much easier being a strength character. I really screwed up that first time by being a magic character. Oh. Alright, we're going into the well. And... see, these actually, surprisingly, are often a lot lamer than I thought they would be. Like, the chest in them is not usually that good. Which I'm surprised by, because a lot of these games, you know, you go into a little cavern like this, it's got the best stuff. But you could see there that I got like some bones. It's not that good, but it's still sometimes worth it. Right now, you want more experience, right? Because if you get more experience, you get more stats. In this case, we're getting more strength. You can one-shot people easier and easier. One of the things you need to do early on in the game is... oh, wow, that was bad. I'm not... that thing will hit you really hard, so don't let it hit you, okay? Okay, so once you get enough grass, you're going to want to craft a backpack kind of as quick as you can, because once you get that backpack, you now have... what? Oh, yeah. What is happening? Oh, I already had a backpack. Wow, that's embarrassing. Okay, but if I didn't have that backpack, I would have 5 less slots. Ideally, you want to get the best backpack, which let me show you how to get that, actually. Let me loot this a little bit more. Once you leave this zone, everything resets, okay? So right now, you know, with a small backpack, I'm going to have to leave things behind already. But ideally, I would build a hatchet. I'd chop all the trees down. I would really clear out the zone. You know, I'm clearing out all the enemies, which is not actually possible if you were not, if I was not a physical based character. But I'm gonna bail on this, even though it would be, I mean, I already did all the work. I used the durability of my sword. Strategically, I should make sure to really master this zone. But let me show you guys, I'm gonna not be strategic, just to show you guys some more things about this game. So you have the best possible start. You'll notice there's lots of zones out here. Do not go to the yellow or red zones yet, okay? You need to be farming the green zones a lot. You need to get a lot of resources. You need to get your crafting tables up. You know, as you level up, every time you do a green zone, you're gonna start leveling up. As you level up, you're gonna have more and more things available to you. Carpenter, stonemason, you want to build all of these things, because they're going to then, you know, you get a carpenter workbench. Then you can put your logs in and you can get planks back. Stonemason will let you put in stones to get stone blocks. And then when you get those new resources, you're going to be able to build new things. Like you see, this has planks. You got those planks from the carpenter. Eventually, you're going to need stone blocks. Let's see if there's, this guy needs some iron bars and some stone blocks. Actually, you're going to need more than this. This is just to put it down on your territory. And so you're going to need a smelting workshop to be able to smelt the iron into those iron bars so that you can build this workshop. That's how you advance in this game. You keep building more workbenches. They allow you to build more stuff, which allows you to... and then the way you get iron is through... you can get some iron in Voldale, but obviously Iron Pass has it. And then there's going to be even more stuff. The Rune Church is got the best stuff, or it's got a lot of the best stuff in the game. I will show you guys how to do the Rune Church in a different video. Don't worry about the Rune Church right now. Right now, you need to be focusing on doing the storyline, getting those rewards, keeping those rewards in your inbox, so that you can access them when you desperately need them, okay? Keep them in your vault. But I also want to show you one more thing. So Vit Nova is the town, okay? There are actual, the players you see in there are actual real players, but there's also a lot of really important NPCs in this town. So all these green guys are NPCs. These guys will let you trade with them. All of these are things you can get. You can get these, you can go craft these on your own, or if you're like, man, I just want to do this quick, you can, you know, trade tin grass for a cloth. It's cheaper to use your workbenches because then it's like 4, grass or less to get cloth. So this guy's overpriced. He's charging you more than if you made it yourself. But if you need something real quick, you don't want to wait for your workbench to have that, that little time, then this is going to be your best way. So all of these items are things you will eventually be able to craft with those workbenches as you level them up, as you get better. But if you need something quickly, then you can come over here and do it faster here. So if you look at this, I could turn in 10 grass for some cloth. And then if I turned in 5 cloth, so that'd be 50 grass, I could get cotton cloth and then 5 of those. So we're now at 250 grass. To get the linen, and then this is also cloth. But y'all kind of get the idea, right? This guy's super expensive, but you can basically trade for anything in the game. You can trade grass for rope, get all the way up to flax rope, okay? So you can trade the crappiest stuff in the game for the best stuff in the game, but he's gonna be overpriced. The best way to do it is to work on your workbenches, get them maxed out so that you can get them for cheaper. This right here is where you get quests. You'll also get one as you do the storyline. You'll get one in your base. There's one NPC I really want to show you guys over here. This chick, Mysterious Later, Melanie. All right, trade. So Melanie has a big bag, okay? You can't exchange it other than with gems, okay? It costs a lot. But this bag is worth it. You want to save your gems for this bag. Okay? It's 2,700. It gives you 15 slots. That means when you go into your inbox or your inventory, you're going to see 25 slots here that are available to you. Okay? It's a lot. You don't want to take that somewhere that you could lose it. But when it comes to like a green zone, you saw I just cleared out the entire green zone. Then I can farm that whole green zone and fill up 25 slots worth of stuff. It's amazing. It's a complete game changer. It will make your game so much better. So do not spend any of these gems. If you're a free-to-play player, do not spend any of these gems. You're also going to get something like, look at this. I just got 162 more gems. So now I come over here to trade with her. I've got 262. Keep waiting, get that 100 with the daily rewards, get more and more of those gems, and save up for this big bag. This is the best thing you can use with your money. Don't get distracted by these awesome weapons that you want. Don't do it. It's way better to get this big bag. And this is where charisma can really pay off, because if you have a high charisma, which I don't on this character, then you can hit that haggle button. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. Hold on. Haggle button right there, okay? You click that, you have a high charisma, you can lower the price of the bag a lot. And that obviously saves you gems. So that's where that charisma comes into play. It doesn't give you stats for playing good in the game. You don't really want charisma if you're going to do a lot of PvP, because it's kind of a wasted stat. Then again, it might be worth it actually to go really high charisma until you can buy this bag and then re-roll your stats, which you can do by clicking on your character and hitting the clear. It gets more and more expensive, but you might actually save more gems by doing that. But even if you're like, man, I'm gonna go super magic, I want to have burst damage in the arena, I would say go strength, maybe be a high elf, but go strength, get, clear those zones, and then save up your gems so that you can clear out your stats later on, because otherwise you're just going to be at a big disadvantage. It's a big disadvantage to not have a lot of strength in this game. So these are all the NPCs. There's a lot of them. They've got really cool things. Oh, here's another really important one. Actually, I think it's this chick. This chick. Okay, so you can trade 9 iron bars. Okay, iron bars are easy to get. You get a smelter, you go get the iron. It's pretty easy to do. You smelt it. It takes time, but you can turn those 9 iron bars in for a makeshift hammer. Okay, makeshift hammers repair your items. Blacksmith hammers, you can trade in 5 of those makeshift for a blacksmith hammer. Those repair green items. And then you've got a dwarven hammer, which is blue items. These are so important because if you've got, let's see, okay, so I'm going over here into my inventory, blah, 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 vault. So I just got these really awesome items. Let's say I got these items. Actually, these items are not that good. I mean, this heavy sword is decent. Okay, well, let's say I had a really good sword, okay? Let's say I had a veteran sword. I really like the veteran sword. It has a very powerful skill on it. And I get it down to low durability. If I save it and I get enough of these hammers from this chick right here, Kara, I can repair that sword. The sword that, let's say something works really well with your playstyle. This allows you to repair it. So that's really important. You're also going to have a lot of quests. Like it looks like I already have a quest from this guy right here. You're going to have a lot of quests in this town. And if you ever see a real player, I'm not seeing any real players right now. Basically, if they're not an NPC, if they're moving around, they're a real player. And so you can talk to them. The game has a very live global chat. And the game is full of life. It just doesn't have a way to actually play with each other. You can see each other in the town, that's it. But hopefully soon the arena will be coming out and we'll be able to play live with each other. That's it. You mainly want to work on your castle. If you're looking at, oh, I have some time, I need to go eat lunch or something, just put your character on walk, go eat lunch, come back. You want to keep that energy bar high, so that you have the energy that you need. But the main thing you need to be doing when you're starting off the game is doing the green zones. I would say you need to do Vulpine Grove, clear it out completely, and Volhaldales, I would say at least 10 times each before you move on to a yellow zone, okay? I know that seems like a lot, but you're gonna get so many of the materials you need. You're gonna get a lot of those workbenches. You're gonna start, you want a steady stream of planks and stone blocks and iron bars. Otherwise, you're going to end up spending a lot of money on this game. You don't need to do that. You just need to keep your workbenches going, okay? As long as your workbenches are full and producing more of those refined materials, you're going to really enjoy this game. These games are so much fun, but you've got to save your energy, you've got to save your gems, and you got to keep those workbenches going. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.